everybody, and welcome to Shopping with Shana. It is time for a Kroger sneak peek weekly ad preview. This is going to run it will be Wednesday, the 6th of August, and go through Tuesday, the 12th of 2025. This is going to be week 2 of our 5-time digital coupon sale. We'll have a brand new 2-day sale, brand new weekly digitals. So we're going to see everything that's happening here. Again, this is just a sneak peek. We're only getting a couple of pages, and I will bring you the entire ad preview come Tuesday. So make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the deals that I post and the other ad previews that I put out there on a weekly basis. And then, ring that notification bell so that you don't miss anything. Of course, do all the things. If you don't mind, give me a great big thumbs up and leave a comment at some point in time during this video. Maybe deals you like, things you don't like, things you want to see, whatever the case might be, whatever comes at you. But we're going to jump right on into this. So I scroll down here just a bit. Of course, like always, in the upper right-hand corner, it talks about 4 times the fuel points on purchases, Friday purchases. How many of you are doing that on a regular basis? Let me know in the comments. And then, of course, many of you have them for the weekend. It's a two times the fuel points for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And which day, if you are a 2 times the fuel points region, let me know in the comments which day you prefer to shop. I'm just curious what you normally do. Now, if it were me, I probably would go do all my deals like, Saturday morning when I can benefit from like nobody being there. The 2-day sale has just started, so everything will still be in stock. And then, of course, getting all of the regular deals. That's what I would normally do. But with the 4 times the fuel points on Friday, I generally try to go shopping on Friday. And it tends to be kind of late at night. So just curious. So let me know your thoughts on that. All right, moving on. This is a Georgia regional ad. So some things may vary from region to region. We have the Athena cantaloupe, personal watermelons, and King of the West honeydew for $2.77. That's actually a really good price on at least the watermelon for sure. We have the pork back ribs here for $3.49 per pound. We also have the Dole salad kits, 3 for $11. I'll come back for the 2-day sale here in just a second. We have the Tyson, fresh Tyson natural boneless chicken breast. These are going to be $2.99 per pound. And then it does say, it's really small, some chicken tenders, boneless chicken tenders are going to be $3.99 per pound. We have the Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh Lunch Meat, as well as the beef franks there for $3.99. Kroger potato chips are going to be 3 for $5 or $1.67 each. We also have the Tyson frozen chicken. These are going to be buy one, get one free. I think they're like $10 a pack, so it's going to be about $5 each, which is a good savings when it's 50% off. And finally, I have been really looking forward to getting a good deal on the Stouffer's and Lean Cuisine. I actually had to pay full price for these for my dad last week. I was really holding him off, but we're going to be getting a Stouffer's and Lean Cuisine entree deal where you buy 4 for $10. They're $2.50 each. You have to buy a minimum of 4 to get that price. Otherwise, you're paying $3.99 each. I bought 4 of them for him and paid $16, which is crazy high. I prefer 5 for $10 for obvious reasons, but 4 for $10 is the next best option there. And then we have the Kellogg's giant size cereals. These are going to be 3 for $10 or $3.33 each. You do have to buy 3 of them in order to get them for that price. Then we have the Arm & Hammer laundry detergent. These are buy one, get one free. And then we have the Bush's Light 30-pack. High Noon 12-pack, whatever the case might be there, $22.99. Let's go back up here to this 2-day sale. Now, how many of you are really enjoying the 2-day sales? I know this past 2-day sale, I did a little video. If you didn't get to check that out, if you're watching this on Sunday, it's still good. I did one Saturday morning. I ran into the store and grabbed all of the deals because I actually liked all 4 of the deals. I was really excited. This one, however, I'm not too excited about. There's nothing that stands out. Now, maybe my region will get something different that I will really like because it has been varying from region to region. But go check out that video if you didn't see. You can kind of get an idea of things that are on the 2-day sale and how that works. But we have the Bold House Farms 100% juice smoothies for $1.88. So if you'd like those, that could be a good price for you. I'm not sure what the regular price is. Then we have the Kroger cooked or raw shrimp for just $5 for a bag. You have the Ben & Jerry's ice cream. These are the little small 16-ounce pint there, whatever that is, for $2.49. And then we have the Brawny paper towels, the 2 triple rolls for $4.99. So a little bit of extra savings there. again, none of those will get me to the store next Saturday just to get those deals. But who knows? We might get something different with my region. All right, fresh is in season here, so let's check out these deals. We have the Sargento balance breaks or the string cheese. These are going to be 2 for $6 or $3 each, but you do have to buy 2 of them to get that price. If you just buy one, it will be $5.49. So a minimum of 2, you could buy more than that, and it would be $3 each. Kroger Adorbs seedless mandarin 3-pound bags, as well as private selection. And that says some sort of apples. I think it says rocket apples. I don't know. 2-pound bag for $4.99. It's very small writing, and because it's kind of like not flat, it's like somebody took a picture of the ad, obviously, and posted it. It's hard to read. Kroger lunch meat is going to be $5.49. Now, over on the far right-hand side is the bottles and brews. In general, I don't read those to you, but feel free to take a gander at it as we go through this ad. Cheez-It crackers, club crackers, these are 2 for $5 or $2.50 each. Otherwise, you're paying $3.99. You do have to buy a minimum of 2 to get that price. And these are currently on sale this way. In fact, I have a deal on the sweet Hawaiian club crackers that you don't want to miss. It's in Thursday's video, I believe. So go check that out if you haven't seen it. Brownsberry bread is buy one, get one free. And then we have the Manna Buckle lunch bags. These are going to be $9.99 if you're needing to get your kiddo a lunch bag. I know my daughter got a lunch bag with her backpack that we got from Walmart. So you might not need one. But she gets free lunches. Her whole school is free lunch for the entire school. So I generally just do not pack lunches. It's very rarely that we need them, sometimes for field trips or like if they're going to the park or something like that with the school. But in general, she just eats whatever the school provides. We have the Kroger salad dressing for $2.99, and then we have the Kroger creamer. These are 2 for $4. You do have to buy 2 of them to get that price. Otherwise, it looks like we're paying, I believe that says $2.60, but I could be a little off there. And then the Kroger donuts are 2 for $5 or $2.50 each. Now that one, you don't have to buy 2 of them to get that price. You can just buy one. Kroger family-sized appetizers are going to be $8.99. And then, of course, Kroger freezer pops are going to be $3. It's a 36 count. You get a lot of them in that, so this might be a great one to grab. If you don't need them or you're thinking you could wait, last year my store like clearanced them out in like September, and we had tons of them for super cheap. So Kroger Deluxe Party Pale Ice Creams are going to be $6.99, which is like $1 off of the original or the retail price there. All right, next part of the ad here includes the Fresh Cup fruit and vegetable bowls. Now, last week I had the same issue. It didn't have a price on it, but then when I got to the full ad, it had they were $5. So they generally are $5. Now, you can save a ton of money by purchasing the fruit whole and cutting it up yourself because you get this tiny little bowl where you can get an entire watermelon full of water, a huge thing of watermelon that'll fill like 15, 20 of those little tiny bowls for the same price. Zucchini or yellow squash will be $1.49 per pound. And we have the private selection snacking tomatoes, Kroger mini sweet peppers in 2-pound bags, and mini cucumbers in 2-pound bags. These are going to be just $5 this week. Bloomhouse Simplicity mini carnations are $4. Then we have Red Baron. I don't know why I said that. Red, green, or black seedless grapes are $2.77 per pound. Guys, I swear, I'm not even up late. Like, this is like in the middle of the day as I'm making this video. I do pre-record this video on Saturday for Sunday morning, so I don't know what is wrong with me. I can't talk. Anyway, $2.77 per pound there. Kroger sweet corn 4 count is going to be $4.99. This is another one of those. I literally, in the 2-day sale for my region, you can get the corn 4 for $1 or 25 cents each when you buy them for, with the husk on it. You just have to do it yourself. And it's a whole lot cheaper, $1 for 4 of them as opposed to $5 for 4 of them. So just letting you know there. It is cheaper just to do the work yourself. We have the private selection Angus 90% lean ground sirloin for $7.49. We have the Simple Truth natural boneless chicken breast, a big pack or sliced or thin sliced breast or tenderloins. Those are now the thin sliced breast or tenderloins are going to be $5.99 per pound. However, the boneless chicken breast is going to be $4.99 per pound. Sea cuisine cod, salmon, or tilapia is buy one, get one free. Then we have Kroger thick cut bacon for just $10. Jimmy Dean breakfast sausages are going to be $3.99 for a roll. And then the Kroger crunchy butterfly shrimp in a bag is going to be $10.99. Now let's check out what's happening in the deli and bakery section. You have fresh baked private selection butter croissants, 4-count large for just $5. We have the private selection blueberry lemon muffins. That's interesting variety, or other varieties there for $6.99. We have the private selection brown sugar ham or Havarti. So I always get ahead of myself. I keep reading. The brown sugar ham is $10.99 per pound, but the Havarti cheese is going to be $7.99 per pound. And both of these are found in the slice to order or grab and go section of your Kroger. So you just want to go over to the deli, and there should be a place where you could just pick up the meat and head out. The next part that we have here is the 5-time digital coupon sale. Now, like I said at the very beginning of this video, it is the second week out of 3 that we're going to have this particular sale. So all these digital coupons are available to clip right now, and you can grab up to 5 in the same transaction. Now, no worries. Let's say the Prego sauce there. I already bought 2 of them last week, but yet I want 2 more this week. Just go ahead and pick up 2 more. The digital coupon will come off. You can redeem it multiple times throughout those 3 weeks. They don't reload. Back in the day, how many of you have been here for a while when we would have a digital coupon sale? Now, in general, those were only 2 weeks. They were never 3 weeks. And you would have to reload your digitals in week 2. And if you didn't happen to use a digital in week 1, it would still be in your account, and then you'd have 2 of them. So that's the way they used to do it. Now you can just redeem them multiple times in the same transaction. Or not in the same transaction, redeem them multiple times in separate transactions. And you can do it more than one in a week and things like that. So here's some of the deals that we've got going on, including the Prego pasta sauce. Like I said, 2 for $4 after the $1 off 2 coupon. Barilla pasta and hamburger helper is going to be $1.49 after the 50-cent off 1 digital coupon. I made a huge mistake in my Saturday video. I didn't realize it till I got home, but there is this $2.50 off 1 General Mills cereal 5-time digital coupon, making the cereals $1.79. For some reason, I thought I had clipped it and I didn't. And I didn't realize it till I got home. So it was $5 extra I paid at checkout. Now I do have the receipt sitting in my purse, and I'm going to head up to the store at some point in time and show them that I messed up and see if I can get that $5 back from customer service. Or I could possibly just message Kroger. I've never actually done that before, but I know you can do that and see if they'll just give you that money into your account. We may do that too. But anyway, $5 we should be getting back on that. But $1.79, we have $1 off 2 digital coupons to pair with this. I also did, when I purchased my 2 cereals, get a $1.50, I think it was $1.50 off 3 Catalina coupon that you can pair with this too. But anyway, manufacturer coupons can go with these digital coupons, these 5-time digitals, because they're store coupons, and we can also pair them with rebate apps. And so there's also rebates for the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the Honey Nut Cheerios. Now, some of you just have $1 back on 2 for the General Mills cereals. I actually have individualized ones for each cereal, so I can actually get a lot of really good deals. So I'm going to probably go back and get more next week. Pringles is going to be $1.49 after the $1 off 1 5-time digital. We have the Ben's Original Ready Rice and the Bird's Eye Steam Fresh Vegetables. These are $1.79 with the 50-cent off 1 5-time digital. Kroger peaches, plums, or nectarines are found in 2-pound bags for $4.99 with that $1 off 1 5-time digital. Simple Truth mild Italian chicken sausage is going to be $4.99 once you use the 50-cent off 1 5-time digital. $2.49 for Kroger Deluxe ice cream or for the private selection ice cream. Now the Kroger is going to be the 48 ounce. The private selection is going to be the 16 ounce, but we'll use a 50-cent off 1 5-time digital coupon. We have a couple of deals going on. I've showed you the Betty Crocker Fruit Snacks and the Nature Valley bars from General Mills products, also Box Top products. So make sure you submit to the Box Top app, but they're $1.99 after you use the $1 off 1 5-time digital coupon. Pillsbury Grands biscuits, crescents, or cinnamon rolls are also going to be $1.99 after the $1 off 1 5-time digital coupon. We have the Gatorade 8 packs, 20 ounce. These are $5.99 after you use a 2 off 1 5-time digital coupon. Morningstar Farm entrees are going to be $3.99 after the $1 off 1 5-time digital. And then we have the Tide laundry detergent. It's a 92 to 105 ounce bottle. These will be $12.99 with the 3 off 1 5-time digital coupon. Now, I don't know if you remember a while ago, a few weeks ago, I don't even know, more than probably a few weeks ago. I want to say it was at the end of like the school year, like in May-ish. We had some of these Tide laundry detergents go on clearance. And then we also had these digitals to pair with it. Ended up getting them super cheap. So I'm keep my eye out for that at all times. And then we have the Hero Mighty Patches, the Rescue Bomb. These are $11.99 with the dollar off one 5-time digital coupon. Now remember, this is only one of the pages that you'll see in the sneak peek. There are other pages that we will see in the full ad preview on Tuesday. So if you want to see everything that they are advertising, stick with me and I will show you more on Tuesday. All right, so the next sale we have is the weekly digital coupon deal. Again, these are more digital coupons. And one thing about Kroger is I do love this stuff, but it can be quite confusing, especially to people that are not used to the way that Kroger works and they're not couponers. They are just, general shoppers and they're trying to save some money. But these are 5-time digital coupons, so you can use them up to 5 times in the same transaction. They are also store coupons. So you can pair them with manufacturer coupons and you can also pair them with rebate apps. I didn't say this before, but if there's any of the rebate apps like Ibotta and Fetch or Checkout 51 or any of those that you don't have, I have my referral codes linked in the description box below. Please use those when you sign up. It helps me to keep making these videos for you, but it also helps you get some sort of extra savings when you submit that first receipt. Just depends on the rebate app itself. But anyway, these digitals are very, very similar to the 5-time digital coupon sale we just looked at. The main difference is that these are one and done coupons. So once you use them, they're gone. You can't use them again. And they're only good for one whole week. So the next sale week, which will be week 3 of the 5-time digital coupon sale, will have completely new weekly digitals. And these don't start until Wednesday. So don't go looking for the digital coupons just yet. Wait till Wednesday. And then Wednesday morning, they usually pop into the account and you can load them Wednesday. So it looks like we've got Oscar Mayer bacon for $4.99. We're going to have the Nestle drumstick cones, as well as some Linder truffles for $4.99 each. Now those are going to be regularly priced at $6.99. If we go back to the bacon, those are $7.99. Dang. I think bacon's going up yet again. We were starting to see them on weekly digital come in, or bacon in general come in at like $3.99. But yeah, it's definitely gone up $1 from our sale prices, because I honestly will not buy them unless it's on sale. I'm not paying $7.99 for bacon. We have the large avocados or mangoes for $1.77 each. Otherwise, you pay $2.79. Fresh baked cookies. And then what does that say? Gold Miner Bakery Bread. These are going to be $2.99. Otherwise, you would pay $3.99. Then we have the Simple Truth Organic Milk for $2.99 for a half gallon, and then $3.49 if you don't have the digital coupon. Again, if you are not brand specific or like need the organic side of things, if you go right now, milk half gallons are $1.39 with weekly digital. So it just depends. If you have to have the organic, then maybe this is a better deal for you. Kraft mayo, as well as the Heinz tomato ketchup. These are going to be $2.99. Otherwise, you would pay $4.99. Ice Mountain spring water is going to be $3.49. Otherwise, I think you pay $5.49 for them. Then we have the party-sized Doritos and Ruffles chips. These are going to be $3.99. Otherwise, you would pay $5.99 for them because those bags are quite expensive. We also have the Smucker's Uncrustables 10 count. These are $8.99. Otherwise, you'd pay $10.99. I also know currently we do have Ibotta rebates for them. Now, will those rebates still be available on Wednesday? We'll have to wait and see. I don't see why they would disappear, but they might. You never know. So we might have a deal with those to pair. Then we have the Pampers Swaddler diapers. These are $5 off of whatever the price is. So it says $28.49 is what you would normally pay. So that would be $23.49. Then we have the Colgate toothpaste for just 99 cents or the toothbrush for 99 cents. Again, these are $1.49 regular price. Now, I don't recommend the toothpaste because we shouldn't be paying for toothpaste, but the toothbrush might not be a terrible deal there for you. And then we do have the Dove shampoo or conditioner, as well as the Aussie hairspray. These are going to be $3.49, regularly priced at $4.99, or what you would pay is $4.99. Now, the Dove shampoo and conditioner, didn't we have 4 off 2 digital coupon like just recently with that personal care event we had a couple weeks ago? I know that coupon was supposed to expire, but maybe we'll get another one because that could make that deal really sweet. Then we have the Glad trash bags for $7.99. Otherwise, I think that's I can't tell what that says. It could say $8.99 or $9.99. It's too small for my little eyes or my big eyes. I don't know how you want to say that. And then here's some school supplies for you. We have the Papermate Wright Brothers mechanical pencils, a 12 count for $1.59. Otherwise, you would pay $2.49. So here's a question for you. And I know that's not the very end of the video. We got one more slide, but kind of a question of the day. What kind of pencil did you use when you were a kid? So I was all into the mechanical pencils. Like I don't ever remember using regular pencils, like hardly at all. It was always the mechanical pencils. But when I go to pick up my kids' supplies, they do not want mechanical pencils. They want these Ticonderoga or however you pronounce them, pencils, which of course they're very nice pencils. But what happened to the mechanical pencils? They were super easy. If your lead broke or if you needed more lead, you just clicked at the end. You didn't have to go sharpen. I mean, to this day, I would prefer a mechanical pencil over a regular pencil. So I'm just curious what everybody thinks about that. What kind of pencils did you use when you were in school? All right, let's finish up this sneak peek preview with the final of the weekly digital deals. So ribeye steaks are $11.99 per pound. Otherwise, you pay $14.99 per pound. Now, Land O'Lake butter is going to be $3.49. It's kind of an interesting little bit here. Otherwise, I think it's $4.49 is what you would pay. We just had these on mega sale for $2.99, which is great. A great sale price. And weekly digital being $3.49, generally weekly digital deals are better than the regular sale deals, which is kind of why they're awesome. So I'm a little surprised to see that. Now, it could be a regional thing. Maybe my region will be cheaper. But yeah, we were just getting Land O'Lake butter for $2.99 like 2 weeks ago, something like that. And now they're $3.49. So I don't know about that. Anyway, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up 12 packs are going to be $5.99. Otherwise, you pay $10.99. We also have Simple Truth Organic Blueberries, 18 ounce for $4.99. Otherwise, you pay $7.49. Good night. DiGiorno pizzas are going to be $3.99. Otherwise, you pay $4.99. And then the last thing we have here is the Kroger cheese, 32 ounce. These are going to be $5.49. Otherwise, you would pay $7.79. Holy cow. Now remember, 32 ounces of cheese here. Check your 2-day sale. Again, today as the video is coming out, it should be on Sunday, but if you're watching this on Monday or Tuesday, the time may have passed. But there is in certain regions, cheese is part of the 2-day sale for $1.67 each for 8 ounces. So you can kind of compare and contrast how you would prefer to do this. If you'd rather stock up on cheese now or wait until we get the 32 ounce for $5.49. All right, guys. So that's all I have for you this week. If you like this video, please give it a great big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what your favorite deal is. But also, we're going to go back to that pencil question. What kind of pencils did you use in school growing up? I am, I'm in my early to mid 40s, I should say. And so I grew up in the time of like starting school in the late 80s, and then, middle school and high school were in the 90s and that kind of thing. And then college were in the 2000s. But I'm aging myself here. But yeah, mechanical pencils were where it was at. And I don't understand this world of like having to have regular pencils. So let me know in the comments what you're thinking, what your thoughts are on the whole pencil, or do you even care? You might be like, I could care less. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Of course, I'll be back with more deals this week, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel and you don't miss a single deal as I post the videos almost on a daily basis. Hey, do me one more big favor. If you haven't seen Saturday's video, go watch that now, because you don't want to miss out on your 2-day sale, but go watch that video. It's very short. It's like 4 or 5 minutes long. Helps me out too. I'll post at the very end of this video, so it's easy to click on it and go watch it. All right, have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll be back with you with more deals later. Bye, guys.